Represent the values that you stand for. Click the link below for God, Family, and Guns merchandise. I want to take a moment and specifically encourage those of you who are following the End of Time series. When I first started this series, I wanted to talk about Revelation the way I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to hit the main points, the things that everybody's interested in. But God made it very, very clear and plain to me early on. I think it was like at the end of episode 1. He made it very clear and plain to me that I'm to get on a path, stay on that path, do not get off of that path. He made it very clear to me that if I was to do this, if I was to get on this path, if I get off the path, there would be consequences that could have something to do with my overall health in the world. But every now and then, just stop and make everything beautiful in the area that you're in. And I take that very seriously. You know, if you go back and you watch those early videos, you know, if you've seen when I kind of described that moment in time back then when God made it very clear to me that this is what I was to do, I had no idea that here I would be a year and a half, almost 2 years later on episode 130. I didn't know that. And I'm committed to finishing this. And I just want to encourage you to be more comfortable with the pace. I will say I am sorry about this past week. I always try to get at least 1 or 2 out per week. A bad week I get 1 out. An okay week I'll get 2 out. But I just want to apologize formally. You know, sometimes life happens, and this week life happened. So I wasn't able to really dedicate what is necessary to the passages we're in, which is on the beast and the harlot. And they're critical passages that we need to understand and get all the Hollywoodized stereotype, kind of this fictional image of what this is out of our heads and really understand what this is. And that's where we're at, you know. So it's just kind of this moment where we just have to stop and focus on this thing for a little while. You know, we spent, I think, 4 episodes on the harlot, maybe 5, 3 or 4 episodes just on the 10 heads. So I just want to encourage you that, you know, this is an awesome opportunity for me, for you to dig through, just keep digging. And I just want to, I've heard from many of you, you know, why such a slow pace? Why is this taking so long? You know, just to be honest, I'm, you know, if you look at, you know, if you put a stack of knowledge of Revelation about this deep, you know, I probably got about that. So it takes me a while to prepare for these videos as well. You know, if I was, you know, some sort of master on this, I'd just be blasting out these videos right and left, but I'm not. And I don't use other people's information. I don't look at what somebody else thinks that means. I use the Bible as a cross-reference only. So if I read something, I'm trying to understand it in Revelation, I cross-reference it where it was talked about in other places in the Bible, not where it was talked about in somebody else's book. So that takes a while as well. And I just want to encourage you to just hang in there. I know it's taken a while. Believe me, I thought it was going to be 20, 30 episodes. I thought I'd be done with this, through this, on to the next thing. Because I have a lot of other books. You know, we've started a few other books as well that we need to get back to also. So just hang in there. You know, when I can, I'm going to try to put out more than I can, more than enough. This is hard for me as well because I also felt like God was telling me I need to pick up the pace on Revelation, and I feel like just circumstances in the world has slowed down the pace, which means it's probably of satanic nature as well. So please pray for me. So there you go. I just want to throw that out there. Just want to be very real. You know, that's kind of the point of this video. I know that those of you that are following, I know you've been very dedicated to be on episode 130 and be studying along and following along and reading along and taking the time to pray along through this journey through Revelation is really a beautiful thing. And I don't take that lightly, and that's really, this video is for you specifically. So any thoughts or comments on that, never hesitate to put that in. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. If you feel called to support this channel through Patreon, that link is also below. But the most important part of this channel is we take prayer requests, so please don't ever hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, and love guns.